Okay guys, here's the exactly what you need to change your brake pads on a Ford Territory, an SZII 2015 model. Not an awful lot. The vehicle jack, replacement set of brake pads. These are just standard brake pads, so I don't do any heavy duty towing. DB 1473 courtesy of Repco, cost $53 for the set. A C-clamp to retract the brake pistons. 12mm socket or spanner. And a rattle gun. You don't need a rattle gun if you choose to use the supplied toolkit from Ford, but rattle gun does make life easier. Okay, first steps to change the brake pads on the front wheels of the Ford Territory. Step 1, loosen a couple of the loosen the nuts on the front wheel, and then we'll jack up the vehicle completely. Okay, the vehicle front tyre's in the air now. Got full rotation. We'll go ahead and remove the other remaining wheel nuts. Once you've got the wheel nuts off, we'll place the tyre, remove the wheel and tyre and place it to one side. There you go, with the wheel and tyre removed, you can see we've got access to the brake rotor and the brake pads and the brake caliper here. There's a 12mm nut down the bottom, the back. We need to loosen that as much as you can do. And as you can see, there's a second nut spinning just here. I believe that's an 18mm. We need to hold that stationary. I'm using a multi-purpose tool here. Once that's stationary, you can continue turning that to remove the caliper bolt. Okay, with the caliper bolt loose, we can now remove that. We can rotate the brake caliper up and out of the way. On the left-hand side of the vehicle, it will sit there by itself. On the right-hand side, it won't. So you'll have to tie it back out of the way. Personally, I'm just going to use my little clamp off to one side, add a bit of weight on the right-hand side of that to hold it up while I remove the brake pads. There we go. Caliper's just in place there. Just provides a little bit of weight on the right-hand side of the caliper there to hold it up. And then we can remove the pads themselves. They're not held in with any bolts or anything like that. Just a slip fit. Just give them a little bit of a jiggle and out they pop. And as you can see, still a bit of meat left on this one, but I did get it serviced yesterday and Ford did know that they were coming down and we're planning a trip soon. So we'll replace them today. Just jiggle them out. There we go. Here's our brand new brake pads. Again, not bolted in or anything like that, just a slip fit. Put the little tongue in there, tongue in the top, and just push them towards the rotor. Same thing on the other side. Pop it in there. There we go. And you can see how a disc brake works. Once that's done, you'll have to use your clamp to squeeze these two brake pistons back into their housing. They come out as the brake pad wears, and if I try and drop that down now, they'll sit out too far to clear the new pads. So I'll go ahead and push them back in, and then we'll drop the caliper back down. Now to see how to retract the brake pistons is simple. Just push the one part of the clamp on the back of the caliper, the other part on the piston itself, and just squeeze it back into its housing. You may need to repeat that a couple of times depending on how much play you've got in each piston. You may not. There we go. So both pistons have been retracted in further into the caliper now. They will clear the new pads that we've installed. We'll simply rotate the caliper back down over the pads, grab the caliper bolt and reinstall that. And again, we'll just tighten that with our socket, holding onto this little bolt here, this little nut here to stop it rotating. So once the caliper bolt has been reinstalled, you simply reinstall the wheel. One thing to note though, make sure you get a good 3, maybe 4 turns of each wheel nut on the stud before you apply the impact wrench, just to avoid any cross threading of the wheel nuts on the wheel studs. Once that's done, we'll torque those to tighten the wheel back on the vehicle, and we'll lower the vehicle to the ground and take it for a road test.